So much for our dream cottage.
Aye, well, I still don't see why they had to sack Biff.
It's not the end of the world, is it?
We're a good man to jack in my job, I know.
Why? So you could sign on with Biff?
Come on, you two, let's get the rest of this stuff shifted.
What are you doing?
You're evicting us. Or had you forgotten?
I was talking to Roy. What do you think you're doing here?
I'm helping them.
You're due at work.
Go on, Roy.
Yeah, go on, mate. He's not worth it.
I'll need to take the key. I'll need to do an inventory for any damage you've done.
I'll be back from Whitby later this evening, OK?
Whitby, where Captain Cook first became a sailor.
Yes. I think it was.
Will you take me there one day?
Sure. I'd better be off. Traffic's a pig.
Eric, have I done something wrong?
Of course not. Dee. Put it down to the pressure of work, eh?
You're disappointed in me, aren't you?
Now, what have I done to make you think that?
Well, nothing. That's the point. You haven't done anything. We haven't...
Pack your bag. You're coming to Whitby.
You best get up there and feed Lisa's pigs.
Our Butch can do it.
Hey, why me? The pair of you can.
It's not safe.
How'd you work that out?
That Barry lurking in his shed gives me creeps.
He might be a mass murderer for all we know, Dad.
Oh, don't talk rollicks. Do you think my Lisa would harbour a maniac?
He spends enough time with you.
He might be exercising, like, evil powers over her.
Give over.
Well, they could be right, Uncle Zach.
Oh, they're just dreaming up excuses not to graft.
Well, look at the facts, eh? Lisa says she wants to spend time with you, yet she can't let go of him. And what's he up to in that shed? I mean, it must be something really weird for him to be so secretive.
He might be one of Satan's servants.
I bet he's got 666 tattooed on his bonds.
What's up? Anyone to think old Nick himself had just walked in?
Oh, for goodness sake, Kathy, surely you and Mandy can run the wine bar. Good. I'll owe you one. Come on. It's only one night.
I didn't mean to upset your plans.
You haven't. Hotel's booked.
What about your business?
Well, we'll combine business with pleasure. I'll give you a crash course on antiques buying and introduce you to the delights of the British holiday resort in winter. Let's go.
So you're on Vic's side all of a sudden?
You don't expect him to be thrilled when you tell him he's got to buy your share of the shop out. I mean, talk about rubbing salt in it.
You'll be his own boss. The business will be his.
Very considerate of you.
This isn't about him, is it? It's because we'll have enough money to get a place of our own.
No, it's because you've got it all worked out without bothering to mention it.
And what do I get when I do? A grant if I'm lucky.
Oh, don't stop on my account.
We are having a private conversation.
Hey, don't forget you used to live next door to me, lady. I've heard some of your private conversations before. It were like living next door to a pair of whelk sellers.
Sorry, I forgot you were coming today.
A woman left him to have his nails clipped out. I thought, right, then I'll get on with it. Took exception, didn't he?
And you're definitely the vet.
I know. Incredible, innit, eh?
Right, I'll show you where everything is then.
Goodbye, Mac. You drop you in it then? Eric!
Oh, yeah. You don't mind helping me out then?
Anything to get away from our place. Uncle Zach's bleating on about being trapped in a love triangle.
Oh, well, he has my sympathies.
Wish someone had asked me to join one.
You've upset him now.
We're only joking, Uncle Zach.
If you joking?
You can't blame us just 'cause Lisa's stringing you along. Why else would she let her husband stay on, eh?
'Cause she feels sorry for him.
Oh, aye, so she says.
And she's big-hearted.
And she runs straight back to him every time you have a tiff.
Yeah, that's because you tried to make out you're a Satanist. A dabbler in the dark side.
Yeah, well, how come she won't let you know what he's up to in that shed, then?
I know what it is, it's obvious. They've got a little business going on the side and she don't want you to have a cut.
He's right, Dad. I mean, it stands to reason.
And what do you know about reason?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
No.
We'll sneak up and have a deco.
No!
Why?
Because if I find you within a mile of Lisa's, I'll split you from stem to stern. Do you understand? Now think on.
Where are you going?
I am going to try to convince Lisa that she is not taking on a bunch of morons. Mission impossible.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. What are you thinking?
Hi. Managed to get everything into Mum's then?
Yeah, we didn't exactly have much though, did we? We've sent off for some job application forms.
You know they'll ask you why you left home farm.
Well, I'll tell them the truth. I took exception to Chris Tate trying to rape my wife.
Don't joke about it.
I'm sorry, but did you see the look on his face this morning? He thinks he's won.
You and me know the truth. What's the point in dragging it out? He's the one who's got to live with himself.
So the thing is, Ms. Owen, if you could see your way clear to lending me the extra, I think the business has got massive potential.
Your turnover is nowhere near as high as you suggested when we gave you the original loan.
That's the slump for you, isn't it?
And you have missed some payments.
Yeah, it's just cash flow. I mean, you know what the retail trade's like. Of course, the wife didn't help. Between you and me, that's one of the reasons why I want to give her the elbow. Buy her out.
I don't mean to pry, but you have definitely decided on divorce?
Definitely.
Well, I would suggest you sell the business and split the proceeds.
What?
Nothing you have shown me indicates that it will be viable as it stands. And you would need to employ staff. Your wife is, in effect, providing very low-cost labour.
Yeah, well, cheap she might be, but...
I'm sorry. It could be in your interest.
I think Jan will be happy how Linda's coming home. Mind you, it's not a right good start for him, is it?
I know. You know, when Sarah first moved in, it was never easy. What with Ma still being there, she never felt like it was her home. Tate, they must be mad getting rid of a worker like Biff.
Yeah, he's blotted his copybook good and proper there. Mind you, I reckon they're only telling us half the story.
Mr. Sugden?
Who wants to know?
I'm the vet.
You're a bit late.
I went to the Emmerdale farm on the map. It's a pile of rubble. What's your problem?
Like I said, you're a bit late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think you could have done much anyway. You might have another breach you can look at.
That's it.
Right, it's over here.
I wondered where you got to.
Oh, I've just been managing the estate. Somebody's got to do it while Kim's leading you a dance.
Don't forget she implicated you. We could be looking at 10 years.
Well, it's some old lag's word against ours.
Well, I don't know. With a bit of luck, I think McCarthy will run Kim to ground. I've got the one thing she really wants. James.
You wouldn't give her custody.
Are you angling for his share of the inheritance?
No, I know what you're like. She always talks you round. She gets away with murder.
Not anymore. James isn't a bargaining chip. It's non-negotiable. And if she harms him in any way, I'll destroy her. It's what any father would do.
You've done a good job there, Vet.
I will spread the word. I need all the help I can get.
Ah, you'll be okay. They're not so bad round here.
I'm not so sure. My receptionist was saying something earlier. Do you know her?
Linda, yeah.
Nice girl.
Well, what's up then?
It's none of my business, right? But, unless I got all the wrong end at stick, her husband's boss tried to rape her.
You what?
That's what it sounded like. And they gave the lad the sack.
You all right, Ned? You haven't gone and upset him.
Well, so much for my bedside manner.
Is it worth it, eh?
What?
Sex.
What would you know about it?
I'll not die wondering where it's for. Far from it.
Any road. That's not what it's about.
Oh, don't go coy on me, Terry. You're not so shy about doing it.
What's that?
Sex.
There are some things better not said, Betty. Or done.
Well, it's a bit late for that. Do you know, I often wonder how something so straightforward can cause so much aggravation. It can bring governments down. It can even deprive a poor fella of his livelihood in the post office.
Vic, give it a rest, Betty.
Still, should get you out of a tricky situation, Alan. After all, it can't look very good for you, condoning what these two are doing. Nay, I think it'll be better all round when Casanova here takes his mucky habits elsewhere.
What do you mean?
Hey, up, is that the time? I should be at the tea rooms by now, and I've got to turn the mattress for my new lodger. Well, let's hope he hasn't got the habits of a tomcat, like the last one. See ya. Tra.
Well?
Taking an notice, Al.
If you are planning on moving on, I'd rather hear it from you, not the cleaning lady.
Hiya, love, you back early for dinner. What are you doing?
Jack's lost a couple of lambs. We think it's a fox.
Oh. Do you want a brew while you're here?
I'd better not. We've got a lot on.
I've been sorting out that room ready for Biff and Linda. It looks really nice. Do you want to come and have a look?
I'll see you later.
Vic would like a word.
Take a pew.
You haven't come to give me grief over letting Tom the Randy teacher stay, have you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. No. He took us all in.
Shall I leave you to it?
Well, no, you work here. This is business, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a proposition for you. I mean, you and me, we've got a lot in common.
Yeah. You run the corner shop.
I mean, we both buy and sell things. Yeah. I mean, you might do it over computers, on the net. It's the same difference.
It's not quite the same as selling Betty Eggleton some knicker elastic.
Look, do you want to hear this deal or what?
Sure.
Right, I'm offering you the opportunity to acquire an interest in the shop.
What? Are you selling up?
No, not exactly. Well, quite the opposite, really. I'm asking Steve to invest in me. What's so funny?
Look, you want to borrow some money, is that it?
Well, yeah, you could put it like that.
No. Sorry, mate.
I've got to buy Viv's share of the shop, you see.
It's not my style.
Well, as a neighbour.
Look, anyone with an ounce of business sense can see there's no future in a village shop. It's a romantic ideal, like haystacks or steam trains. This is reality we're talking about.
Well, the reality is, you're nothing but a jumped-up yuppie, and I wouldn't trust you with my paper round.
What do you think you're doing?
Is Chris about?
Aye, but there's no need to worry. He's tucked up in his office. I after some birds.
Just the one will do.
Well, I'll send out if you wet my whistle at Woolpack to eat.
It's a deal.
See you later, then.
See ya.
Gone off with his bit of fluff, then, Pollard?
That's what Kathy said.
Mucky beggar. I've just had to mark Terry Wood's card and all. I don't know what the world's coming to. Everybody's at it.
What?
You know, Rumpty Tumpty.
Yeah, Well, I'm not.
It's not for one to trying, though.
Yes, I know. Look, have we got any serviettes?
Well, do you mean the tea room serviettes or the wine bar serviettes?
What's the difference?
Pollard doesn't pay for them, that's the difference.
Well, I'll pay for them out the wine bar till later.
They're under counter. Of course, everything has its cost.
I said I'll pay you.
No, I don't mean them. I mean people and their wicked ways. Don't you reckon, Cathy? All pleasures have their price.
Well, short or long-term lad. Yeah, ideal for dirty weekends. OK, bye. Oh, for heaven's sake, Roy, I am busy. Just get the place boarded up. What the hell are you playing at?
I want to know exactly what's going on between you and our Linda.
What's the point? You obviously swallowed her side of it.
She's my daughter we're talking about, not her!
Look, I think there's been some misunderstanding.
Let's go see if Daddy's busy. Leave James there just for a minute. All right.
I'm really sorry to interrupt. It's just Joseph wants his daddy. Hello, Mr. Glover. I've told him his mum is on her way to collect him.
You can stay here with me.
I don't think that's a very good idea, do you?
Right. Well, you've obviously got important things to discuss. Come on, Joseph. Let's go wait for Mummy.
Kids, eh? You'd do anything for them.
He's just a jumped-up tradesman.
He's struggling to keep his head above water.
Who's that, then?
Vic Windsor.
Yeah, he's really going through it at the moment.
So I dig at me?
Of course not.
I shouldn't have to remind you that while you're living it up with Aristotle and Asses here, your husband's rattling round home farm in his bath chair. Terry!
Come on.
You really are the limit. Might not be a bad thing if you and Viv did start up elsewhere at this rate.
I needed that.
Yeah, so I see. We really should get home for a bit.
Actually, I wanted a word. I think I might have put my size 11s in it.
Well, you've not gone and upset someone on your first morning, have you?
Yeah, you. Or your dad. I saw him up at Emmerdale.
Oh, don't worry about it, Paddy. His bark's worse than his bite, just like our Mac.
I overheard you and your husband talking, not deliberately, the reason he'd lost his job.
That was none of your business.
Yeah, it's worse. I told your dad.
What did he say?
How much? Oh, that's Clarence Cliff. It isn't. What about these? They cut a look at 700. Near mint condition. You're joking. All right, 500 then. I'll give you a fiver. The repros, you're grabbing them up. Not me. Come on, Eric. Now I'll have what we marked down. Right, that's 840. I'll give you 800.
No, you're too generous, Eric.
Don't worry, I'll arrange transport.
Oh, you got a good job.
You don't even have to fill in the docket. I suppose he keeps you for special duties, eh?
You mind? It's my fiancée. I said something funny.
Hey, speak of English?
Right.
I was only having a laugh. Come on. Boy, Eric. Has she got a sister? Even her mother would do me. Oi! Oi, that was Clary's Cliff.
Hey, look at this lot, what do you reckon? Moonshine. It's a still he's making hooch. Must have a full-scale brewery on go. Hey, he's not gonna miss the odd keg, is he? No.
Jack!
I hope your dad sent you here as his substitute.
He isn't here then?
No,
Did he say anything?
not a dicky bird. He just went. What's up?
Nothing.
Is there anything I can do?
No, it's all right.
I wouldn't mind some help then if you got half an hour.
Look, I'm sorry.
Just you and me, son.
Come calling, Lisa.
I see.
Apologising for them lads. I don't want to lose you, Lisa.
Implying I'm consorting with Beelzebub isn't the way to win a lady over.
I know. I stepped over the mark with that one. I'm sorry.
Anyone can say sorry.
The truth is, Lisa, I'm nuts about you.
Are you?
I mean it. I'm not myself. I'm head over heels in love. Putty in your hands. Melting at the knees. But I can't share you, Lisa.
There you go when he's ready.
I'm hanging on to my sanity by a thread.
I've given him my word he can finish his life's work.
He'll see me out at this rate.
And I'm giving you my word I'm yours.
Honest?
Definitely.
You'll not let me family put you off? I mean, no matter what.
No matter what.
You're some woman, Lisa.
I know.
I admit I found her attractive. Just shut up. You asked me to tell you what happened.
She's a kid. She's only just got married.
I'm trying to be honest with you. Am I the first man who's fancied a younger woman?
You didn't just fancy her.
She wasn't getting along with Biff.
Oh, so she turned to you, did she? Did she ask you for understanding, eh? Or therapy? Or did she demand sexual favours? Did she tell you she wanted a real man? One word and I'll do it.
Have you got a moment? I'd like a word, please.
Sure.
The maintenance money. It hasn't come through again.
I'll chase it up.
And I don't care what bother you and Franklin with the tax and the fraud squad. Joseph is your son.
Well, somebody's due from the revenue any moment. No doubt they'll have an officer of the law in tow.
I don't really want to know. I just need Joseph's money as we agreed.
Well, I'll bend their ear when they arrive. See if I can write you a cheque.
Yeah. Well, you better had.
Right, come on.
Where?
You said the police were on their way.
So go now. I mean, we forget about this.
I won't tell you again. Just shift it.
Does he never stop fiddling and fretting?
Quicker I get on, quicker I'll get off.
Me and Zachariah have been talking, Barry.
I dare say.
And it's got me thinking, maybe if we're a bit more open with one another, there'd be mutual respect.
What you getting at?
I want you to show Zach your pride and joy.
No thanks.
It's nought to do with him.
I'm putting my foot down, Barry.
Oh, heck.
Who knows, he might even think more of you.
Oh, well, it'll have to be good.
You either show him, or I'm giving you your marching orders.
I suppose the world and his wife will know soon enough.
Justine, free booze for life.
Let's have a look then. Have a tasting, then we'll toast our future. Whoa! Man, it stinks.
I can't smell out.
Ah, it must be concentrated. Get it decanted then. Nice.
Hey!
Oh, aye. Golden, like a Dale's autumn. Pure nectar with a fruity little hint of...
what's it taste like?
Pig? It's never pig's water, is it?
Biff,
Hey, what's up? You had enough of the new vet already?
have you seen my dad?
He's up at Sugden's.
He knows about Chris Tate.
How?
We've got to find him. I think he's gone out looking for him.
I thought I heard the car.
Dad's not in the house, is he?
Came back a while ago.
Well, did he say anything?
Trouble with a fox or something.
What do you mean?
That's why he needed his gun.
Hey, Alice Bates, don't forget I'm babysitting you tonight.
I'm not a baby.
No, I know you're not, love.
Have you got any good gossip, Betty? Uncle Eric says you're full of tittle-tattle.
Alice, how tittle-tattle you rascal, you.
So, what's the verdict? OK, I know, it's none of my business.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The pregnancy test?
You're right, Mandy, it's not your business.
Fair enough.
I haven't done it yet. I can't face it.
You mean Tate did that to you? Never even told us?
Not now, Mum.
He was trying to blackmail.
But if you said we could have done something. We'll have to find your dad.
Look, just stay here in case he turns up, will you?
Well, he's not going to, is he? Not till he's found Chris Tate. I'm calling the police.
No, Jan.
He's got to be stopped or he'll kill him.
He'll have just gone up to frighten him.
Oh, not Ned.
Look, he'll have probably calmed down by the time he gets there.
We're wasting time. Just stay by the phone, will you?
Eric. Ignorant pig. That's the last time I do business with him.
It's all right. I didn't take any notice.
I did. Is that what everyone thinks?
Don't let him spoil our day. It's beautiful. Whitby. Very English.
Is that all right?
Tell me about it.
It's cold and windy.
I want to know. Those hotels, they're so grand.
Victorian, Edwardian.
Kings and queens.
They've been coming here for the past 100 years. Families escaping for their 2 weeks in paradise. Now some of them go to the Philippines.
Did you come here when you were a boy?
Why?
I don't know anything about you.
No, my parents didn't believe in happy family holidays.
You look sad.
Do you believe in fate?
I suppose so. Why else would I be standing in Whitby on a winter's day?
No, I mean, do you think some people are fated right from the start for things to go wrong?
No.
Come on. Let's go and check into a genuine Victorian hotel.
I mean, it's not as if you couldn't manage on your own. I mean, you're brilliant with Alice and she's not even yours.
When I was married to Jackie, I had a miscarriage then.
Yeah, but you'll be fine this time, which is why you've got to find out for definite and look after yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Unless it's not Dave Glover's.
Pollard. I called earlier.
Just bear with me, Mr. Pollard. Just one room, is it, sir?
Yes.
Double?
That's what I booked. One ensuite double room.
Of course, Mr. Pollard.
You've got some nerve.
I didn't mean anything.
How many men do you think I've slept with exactly?
I'm sorry. It's just that Sean was here after David died.
So you think I just hopped into the sack with him?
Well, I wouldn't have blamed you.
David was my husband.
I've got a big mouth.
I miss him. I miss him so much.
What is this? A delegation? Look, if you've come for wages owing, I can't help you. Chris has gone AWOL and left the blessed door wide open.
Where is he?
Right, turn here. Go on if you want to take a chance. You drive straight on.
This is stupid. You made your point, Ned.
It doesn't matter. Now turn. I knew you didn't have the guts. Right, this'll do.
Get on with it!
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Ah, they still wouldn't have finished it if you'd have been on the job. What are you pair doing here? You're bad!
If he offers you a drink, Zach, say no.
What are you implying?
He's tried to poison our Butch.
My Barry wouldn't do out like that.
He's brewing pig piddle and he's trying to pass it off as whiskey.
Is he Eckers like?
What's going on?
My Barry's big moment.
It's only a prototype. What is it? It's a rocket.
All that palaver over a glorified firecracker. Huh? No wonder you kept him locked in shed.
Does it fly?
It will.
It's not a still, then?
Does it look like one?
What's in them pipes?
Well, put it this way. I shouldn't drink it.
Why not?
Well, that's the miraculous thing. It's me fuel. Space travel powered solely by the waste products from swine.
Oh, you better call for Yellow Van and get a straight jacket.
Right. I'll show you. I've had enough of being mocked. I'm going for a launch. Now.
Sad or what, eh? A grown fella spending his life producing something you can get at Windsor's shop for bonfire night.
I think it's nice him having an interest.
Hey, I've got an interest. A walking, talking sex machine.
Don't know what you mean.
Give over, Willie. I'm trying to calibrate this.
Hey, you're not the only one with the rocket, sunshine.
Don't be vulgar.
Does he really run on pig muck then, Baz?
Well, not pig waste per se. It's the gas. Methane.
Huh? Will it work, though?
Well, this is it, isn't it? My big moment. And once I've proved it, maybe you'll all leave me alone.
Our pleasure, pal.
Hey, Barry. Can I press the button?
No.
Why?
It's a skilled job, this.
Hey, even our Butch can press a button.
I built it.
Don't argue, girls. I'll do it. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1.
It's out of season, all right.
It's quiet. I like it.
Where's Laughing Boy got to with the wine? Still, I suppose it's better than him standing over you ogling that dress. It's a bit OTT for Whitby.
I'm sorry. It's the only one I have.
It's not your fault. It's fine. What are you doing?
Saying grace.
It's a hotel.
All the more reason to give thanks.
I don't believe in funny rituals.
I am truly grateful.
It's a provincial hotel run by a lounge lizard.
It's nice.
It's all right.
It's nice, Eric. You might know about antiques, but you don't know about the world. My family would think I was a princess if they could see me now. It's true.
You've had a good education.
I managed to get myself through college, but it cost me.
What do you mean? I didn't order that.
Compliments of the house, madam.
Like a princess.
We'll have to call the police.
No, I can handle this. Ned's not a fool.
You don't want any more scandal, do you, Frank?
I just don't want any more lives ruining.
Look, I know what my dad's like. We'll have to call the police. We've got no choice.
Shush.
Why have you brought me to the quarry, Ned? Why the quarry?
Chris, can you talk? Chris,
Are you all right?
Now start the car.
Come on.
Thanks then, cheerio. Kathy, let's shut up shop here and crack open one of Eric's best bottles of plonk.
Why not? You're very uncomplicated, aren't you?
Thick as a brick, that's me.
Oh, I didn't mean that. You just see things so clearly.
Well, it was right back to me being a kid, really. No one took any notice of me. So I just ended up, like, watching and listening. And I still do, you know. Like these chat shows on telly. And I'll tell you something, Kathy. For all the clever words, none of them ever make any sense.
So, what should I do?
Well, it's down to you now.
Come on, give me a straight answer.
Well, you could be having the baby of the man you loved.
Still love.
There you go, then. You just said it.
And if I'm not?
Then just think of the pleasure you had in the first place.
You are terrible.
I know. Now go on.
Was the meat to your liking, madam?
Fine.
Nice and tender. My name's Mark, by the way.
Just 2 coffees, thank you.
I mean, who'd have thought you could use pig muck as a fuel? It's amazing. Pig muck.
You're a genius. If it'll send a rocket up, it'll ship this thing. No danger. This could be it. We'll be like them Beverly Hillbillies, oil millionaires, black gold, Texas tea. Only we'll be slurry millionaires.
Yeah. Brown gold.
I like tea.
Yeah.
Aren't you feeling well?
Just a bit tired. What are you doing?
Getting ready for bed.
It's a bit early.
Is it me?
What did you say?
Are you tired of me?
How can I be tired if you just arrived?
I'm not what you expected.
No.
You don't find me attractive then? Since I arrived, you haven't...
Contrary to what people obviously believe, I don't expect you to be my sex toy.
Well, what do you expect? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You don't have to do anything. You're perfect. Why on earth would a beautiful person like you want to be with someone like me?
I wanted to come. It was my choice.
You had no choice. But you do now. You can leave whenever you want.
Well? Negative. Now I know why I delayed doing it. It's funny, really. For some people, it would be a massive relief. For others, they could just keep on trying. But I can't. It's a dead end. That's it, a simple no, negative, nothing.
Kathy, I'm so sorry.
Oh, what can I do?
It's my fault. I should never have taught you into doing the test.
No, I had to face it. I just don't know what to do.
Who'd have thought it? You and me, sitting here like this.
I'm glad you can see the funny side.
We've never really taken much notice of each other. Well, we've had a nod in the pub, in the street. I've beat my horn when you blocked the road with your tractor, and you've given me a rude sign. We're at James's christening together.
We weren't together. We're just both there, that's all.
That's what I mean. So, what's brought it to this?
You have! Now just shut it, will you? I need to think.
Of course you do. Sometimes events sweep us along, and well, I know that more than most. If only we could pause for thought. Half an hour from now, you and I could be sat in our respective armchairs. All this forgotten.
You're right. Well, half right, any road. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't just a sudden rush of blood. Well, it's not, Christopher.
Come on, look sharp. I don't want more bother with Lisa.
That's it. It's ready.
Yeah, well, it won't get far with horse pipe till it's iced.
You'll go as far as you like if this works. All you'll need is a gas tank fitted.
Yeah, well, just don't damage the van. I treasure that vehicle. It's given me many happy memories as that.
Should I turn it on now then, Marlon?
Get in, Zach.
You must be jesting.
Fair enough. Ignition!
Right, lift off.
What's going on?
Blood and sand.
Hold me. Please, Eric.
Right, out.
I need my chair.
I said out.
I need my chair out the hotel! Please! Ah!
You won't be needing that again.
You can't do this.
You don't tell me what to do. We don't tell anybody ever again.
Please, I've got a son.
You know, when I got up this morning, it was just another lousy day. My daughter and son-in-law were homeless and he'd lost his job.
He can have his job back.
Another time, she tried to kill herself because some hooray Henry had his pleasure, then dumped her.
She wasn't a saint, a complete
Another
victim.
day, I lose my farm because the banks and conglomerates had just squeezed me out. There's thousands in the same boat. But like I say, this is just about me. Another morning, I got up and buried my eldest son.
He was a hero.
No, he wasn't a hero. He was bought and paid for by another of your lot. And that's my problem, son. You see, that's why I've got to draw the line and say no more. Because I've had enough.
What about your family?
This is about my family. Do you know the way you're feeling right now? That's exactly how we feel every single day of our lives.
Dad, don't!
It's for the best.
No, Ned!
Get back home, make sure your mum's all right. Get away, Linda, it's got to be done. What are you doing?
You're spoiling it for all of us, Dad!
I'm making it right.
What are you going to do about him?
I would have gladly killed the man who attacked Zoe. You're a disgrace.
She was asking for it.
Liar!
A disgrace! And I have to call you son.
You should be pleased. I've confirmed everything you thought. Even before the accident, I was never the man you were. You wouldn't let me be. I wasn't as clever, as popular. I even wanted Kim, and she wouldn't look at me. That's the kind of man I am. You should have done me a favour.
You're all right now, Dad.
I could have done it, love.
He isn't worth it.
Call the police, Frank.
There's no need now, is there?
You're still in control, aren't you? They're calling the shots. Give us it here, Biff.
It's finished.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Dangerous things, these, Frank. They make nobodies feel like somebody.
You are worth 10 of him.
Not if I need this to prove it I'm not, love.